When you don't have enough water, what basically that means is we'll not be able to generate. What we might be doing in a short while might be, if it gets worse, we'll be closing Masinga, which is a 40 megawatts generation. But Masinga is used as a reservoir to hold water for the downstream generation. So if we have to close Masinga, I guess what the engineers will do is to push all the water down to the cascades to support the generation downstream. We hope we don't have to get there, because today is February 10th. If by March 10th we have some rains, maybe 15th, we'll be looking very keenly to receive the African weather outlook in the next 15 days. Kenya is 30% hydro, about 35%. Geothermal is significant, and geothermal we are not having any challenges. So what we're basically doing is pushing the other form of generation, and that might include pushing more of the diesel generation, which is a bit expensive, and using the little hydro that we have to meet the requirements for the country. So we have a battery of engineers here. They are helping us to manage that, and hopefully, God willing, and with the weather outlook that we are receiving sometimes in the next 10 days, we expect that we should be able to go through this period. The only challenge is we might get power being slightly expensive, because we are ramping the diesel generation more than we ordinarily should be doing. Diesel is normally used for peaking during the peak times between 6 o'clock in the evening and 10, when our homes light up and industries are running. We need maximum power. We're currently having a peak of about 2140, and with some 15% headroom, we are being forced to run the diesel more than we would ordinarily run the diesel. And you know, diesel dispatches at more than 20 cents US, hydro dispatches at 4 cents. So we are getting power when we run diesels at 5 times the price that hydro would ordinarily generate. But we do hope to be able to sustain the economy and support the systems that need power in this country. Even as we face this challenge, we are here to pay attention to ensure that we are able to sustain our economy despite the hydrology. The challenge is not only in power generation. We do appreciate the food security currently facing our country because of the same challenge of the failure of rains in the last 5 years. So even as we sit here, you must all be aware that Kenya is fairly diverse. As we speak today, we dispatch 800 megawatts from hydro, combining this cascade down to Sondo, Miriu, and Chakwel. But significantly, we have divested, and we are doing significantly well in geothermal today. So when we face this kind of challenge, unlike other countries like down south Zambia, Malawi, and even South Africa, we are able to really fall back to geothermal at times like this to support the economy and the power requirements for this country.
The last 1 month, once when we opened up the lines from Suswa, Isinya to Nairobi South, that is the river, and Embakasi, we were able to evacuate much more power from geothermal, and currently we are getting about 44% of our power matrix from geothermal. Sometimes we are able to push up to 48%, and so therefore that has helped us in terms of managing the thermal dispatches, and so therefore even with the low hydrology, we are not expecting that your bills will be that affected. So the situation is not that bad. With Ethiopia coming in 180 megawatts, 200 megawatts, and ramping up of geothermal, the two are helping us in managing the situation as it is. So don't expect that much change in your power bills. We are managing the situation. Yes.
highest quickness ever
Nimechukua nimefunika macho. Sio ungepiga mingi ma.
Ziko kadhaa.
Hakuna hiyo.
Okay. Lakini tukomaliza mambo na manga ziko. Sasa huku ni Machakos na huku ni Embu. Mtu mmoja. Huku ni Embu. Huku ni Machakos, huku ni Embu. Huku ni Machakos. Hapa. Huku ni Machakos.
Watu wa simu maina ile ni nini? Ile inakaa kanyumba. Sinipa. Hata malizi yako utakuwa unapatana na mimi.
TV recording in the station. So we want to increase more, just open more. We know how much work is starting.
How much longer do you have before you discharge the dead stock?
Yaani mafikirio ama utafunga sana. Acha ni.
Waziri mtaradi pale.
Najua watu watafanya mambo ya kukumbuka kwa muda.
Hizi machines. Hizi kata ndio mtu uhitaji baadaye.
Akiwa kwa na hewa. Kile kwa anakaa